Greetings, humanoids of the internet. My name is Bob, and this is episode 44 of Journey into Space. This week, or today, in Journey into Space, we are visiting the Kerbal Air Show, where we are going to see and try out various different aircraft and spacecraft that have an air component. Yeah. Space planes. Airplanes and space planes. Now, usually in Journey to Space, I do rockets because rockets are cool. But airplanes are cool too. And I feel like I've been neglecting the whole air aspect of things. And so we're going to do some interesting things with aircraft and space planes. Now, I've noticed that while the Kerbals have rockets that can get to other planets, they don't have any kind of passenger aircraft. So if you want to go to the moon, you're all set. If you want to take 20 people to another continent, you got a problem. Yeah, they're not big on the whole passenger aircraft thing. So I thought, well, I should try to make a passenger aircraft. Excuse me. Now, unfortunately, I can't make a 200 passenger aircraft in Kerbal Space Program. I don't think it would get off the ground, and it certainly wouldn't hold in one piece. So I sort of compromised on something that would take up, say, 8 folks into the air. Here it is. But first we have to get those folks into the aircraft because there's only going to be 3 people in here. So we got room for a 4th in the front and for 4 more in the back here, as gives a grand total of 8. But we got to get the folks to the airstrip to actually get them on the aircraft. So we will load up the Launchpad Duck. Now, in the previous efforts, when I needed something to convey extra people to the launch pad, say if I was doing sort of a colonization thing, or I needed to take a lot of people somewhere in space, I would use a land vehicle to drive them from the spaceplane hangar to the launch pad. Well, I figured, well, why not use a short takeoff and landing type vehicle for the same thing, which would be more fun, if not quite as safe. But when have Kerbals ever worried about safety? So this is the Launchpad Duck. We're going to sit it by the side of the launch pad until we get the big aircraft out, and we're going to load these 3 guys into that aircraft. So we're going to go ahead and launch it. And it's the middle of the night. We got to fix that. We like to be able to fly in the daytime. It's nicer that way. You see, there's another Launchpad Duck over by the launch pad, waiting to load some hapless Kerbals into a rocket. Alright. Now this is a nice little airplane, except for one thing. It takes off very short distance, lands a pretty short distance, so it's good as far as that goes. Unfortunately, because it's very short, it has a tendency to do backflips, which can be life-threatening. So we have to try to avoid that happening. Excuse me. So we're just going to sort of pull this off to the side of the road here, and see what we can do. Yeah, let's not do a backflip. We'll pull it up to the sidewalk there, and so when we get the big plane out, we can have some passengers to go on it. Okay, now we're getting very dangerously close to the whole backflip thing, so we don't want to do that. We want to avoid that if we can. And it has a very, very nice short takeoff, short landing. I mean, except for that. Restart flight. Yeah, except for that. That didn't work out too well. Okay. Yeah. Alright, get a little sunshine. There we go. I'm not sure why that actually exploded, but oh well. I didn't say this was a safe mode of transportation. I just thought it was a fun mode of transportation. But safe, perhaps not so much. Okay, no backflips, please. No. Okay, well, perhaps we'll drive it off the runway instead. Restart. Yeah, perhaps we'll kind of drive it off the runway. That might be a little safer. Yeah, let's just drive it off the runway. There we go. That works very nicely. Okay. Okay, the launch pad duct has some issues. Let's hope that our big aircraft doesn't have quite as many. And launch. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull up the, nope, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. Go ahead and pull up the launch pad duct. If it will let us. And it goes right back off again. That's okay. And we go right back on again. Oh well, minor difficulties. Few minor issues. And now I've got no propulsion, so I can't really get any closer. Okay, well, well, what the hell happened there? Yeah. Okay, well, I will walk these guys over there, and we will restart when I'm ready. Okay, I only brought two over because it was a long way to go with their little tiny legs. So I'm going to get this guy and put him up in the front seat, the observation seat here. The seat of danger. Seat of danger and death. That's right, Cheppy. You get the danger seat. There we go. Up we go. And board. Okay. nope, I don't want the engine. Is this thing fallen in half already? Okay. Okay, and Rolly, you get in the back seat. Okay, so we're 3 folks short of our maximum capacity, but that's okay. It's a test. The test mission. Alright. I'm feeling very positive about this. I feel that we could possibly die, or could possibly survive and make it to our objective. Aside from the floppy wings we have, aside from that, we should be okay. Now I wonder if I should put on the SAS here. Nobody panic. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Look, you're still alive, right? You're still alive. There's parachutes on this thing, except they're not nearly enough to stop the thing from hitting the ground. But there are parachutes on here. You should look at it that way. I'm gonna have to risk turning on the SAS. Okay, that's really uncomfortable looking. Okay. So we'll get going this direction for a while and get lined up on that airstrip over there, and then we'll come in for a landing. I wouldn't recommend this to potential airlines that are planning on doing regular routes in Kerbal land, but you know, the fact that their aircraft tilts rather radically towards vertical could be bad for customer comfort, but okay, yeah, and that's also bad for customer comfort. But okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. I feel very, very confident about this. I have a good feeling about this. I think we're going to be just fine. Oops. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I feel very confident about this. We're just going to inaugurate regularly scheduled flights between the mainland and this island. And soon they'll have, you know, tropical, you know, cabanas and shit. The seaside resorts. All of which is dependent on getting a regularly scheduled passenger flight going on. All of which will be terribly, terribly set back if we crash into this minuscule runway. Which is not going to happen, so we don't really need to worry about that, do we? Do we, guys? No, it's not going to happen. It's all good. We've got this. We have this totally under control. Furbury is a veteran pilot who knows what he's doing and is not at all scared shitless by the prospect of landing this gigantic bird on the scrawny little runway with no engines. He is not at all concerned. It is not a matter of concern for him at all. He has the whole thing under control. Okay, we're gonna crash! Everyone get to crash positions. I mean landing positions. I mean crash positions. Lower the gear. Equip the life preservers. Oh dear God, we're gonna die. Okay, the jumbo jet comes in. Comes in for a crash or something. It's okay, we got it. Brakes. Brakes. Yes! Yes, we landed! Whew. Alright. Alright, little guy, passenger, get your ass out. We're gonna leave you here. Uh-oh. Bit of a structural problem with the door. Let's just kind of drop out. There you go. Alright. Get off the runway now, dude. Okay, you're our first passenger to this deluxe tropical resort. Let's put the brakes on, perhaps. Alright, Sheppy, come on down. You've won an all expenses paid trip to this totally deserted island. I know you're pleased about that. You can observe the lovely albatross, which is the only life form on this island. Now we're going to leave you behind. Goodbye! Goodbye, guys! Beware of the jet wash. Oopsies. Yeah, turn the brakes off might be good. So long, guys. I hope you enjoy your vacation. Yeah, these sorts of maneuvers are not really the stuff that successful passenger lines are made of, but we'll work on that. We need to have more gradual maneuvers, yeah. And the whole flapping wings thing probably doesn't inspire that much confidence in the passengers, as well as this thing going differently from that thing. That's probably not inspiring a lot of confidence, but you know, it's the initial stages, in the air transportation business. And then when we turn on the autopilot, it really will inspire a lack of confidence when the entire plane starts shaking itself apart. Yes. Ah, the majestic bird. Great passenger liner of the skies. Yeah. Yeah or not. Possibly not. Giant Titanic of the skies. Okay, well, it probably needs a little work before it's ready for regular passenger travel, but, you know. Hasn't crashed yet. And it even flies sideways. Even flies upside down. That's something. And yes, I know, before somebody gets their anus in a twist, because I haven't pulled up my landing gear. No, I haven't pulled up my landing gear. And since I'm on final approach, I'm probably not going to do that. I have to say, it's not that hard to land, considering how gigantic it is. Okay. Get back online with the runway here. Okay, here we go. Okay, don't hit the edge there, please. Okay, hit the brakes. Stay away from the edge there. And success! Alright. Well, that wasn't too bad. That was kind of fun, too. Okay, next up on the air show, we're going to do some jets. Let's see. I think these are all sort of experimental at this point. Crookie die, definitely experimental, because it doesn't work at all. Okay, fly wing, here we go. Now, as cool as this looks, it just flies okay, you know. It flies pretty good, but it doesn't, performance isn't all that, you know, remarkable, I don't think. It is a very good glider. It glides very well. And it takes off very easily. And it's not really high performance, it's more, more of a cruiser. It's a very nice flying plane, but it's not not a super performance type jet or anything. It's not bad though. Wings are a little flappy. Very controllable, mostly. Okay, but that's not really the one I wanted to show you. In flight. In flight. Spaceman hangar. Okay. Now my high performance vehicle is here somewhere. I think that's it. Hornet 1. Kind of looks like crap, but it flies very well. Having the canards way out here is not real good for the looks, but it does actually help the performance quite a lot. So let's go ahead and launch it, and we'll do a little cockpit view once we take off. And it takes off very easily. It'll go straight up just fine. Alright, let's get in the cockpit view. My VA. Do a little Top Gun stuff. Down, 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 down. Ba-dum, 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 meow. Bam, bam, bam. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Okay. Pull up there. Woo! Whoop. Uh-oh. That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, straight up. Thank you. Over. And down. And back up again. And straight down to the ground. Whoa, shit. It's okay. We're good. We got it under control. Okay, abort. I don't know what that was, but that was not good. Something happened that was not good. The plane's just flying off without me. I don't know what exactly happened. I heard a boom, and that was good enough for me. I'll check that shit out, man. It's just flying around in circles. Whoop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. I never even pulled up a landing gear either. Boosh. Boosh. Ah, I could have landed it. Let's end flight. And let's restart. I could have landed it. I don't know what that was that broke off. Okay. Let's buzz the launch pad duck. Hi there, radio tower. Whoa. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We got it. It's under control, I think. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I have no idea what that was. I suppose I should have hit the abort on that one. Okay, let's restart. Yeah, definitely should have hit the abort on that one. Okay. What the hell was that? Oh, it was the engine. Well, that was good. I guess there's a certain virtue to, you know, having the outside view when you're... Yeah. Alright, we'll wait until we get off the ground before we go to a cockpit view. Okay. Under control, stay under control. Control is good. Control is real good. Control always a positive thing in an aircraft. Alright, let's buzz the tower. Alright, come on. Hi there! Woohoo! Whoop! Up, 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 abort! 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 Well, I will say this for it. It's pretty survivable. It does a good job of surviving bad shit. I don't know what happened to... Oh, I guess the parachute released, but for whatever reason, it let go. Alright, well, that's good. We survived. That's a good thing for an aircraft to be, is survivable. Even though there's nothing of it left except for the cockpit. Okay. In flight. In flight. Let's see if we have anything else. Let's see. This is a not entirely successful vertical takeoff and landing. Let's take a look at it. Yes, it does okay as far as the vertical takeoff part seems like. This vehicle reminds me of that that thing you see at the beginning of the old television series, The $6 Million Man. Basically, like a flying brick. They were trying to pilot that had a big crash. sort of similar to this. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, now the vertical landing bit is always a bit of a problem. Okay. Problem is that it has a tendency to start going forward. Now I have some rockets at the front. This has mixed results. Not that successful, really. Okay. Come on. Start hitting the ground. Preferably on your wheels. And it's going to run out of liquid fuel here before long. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so pretty much it's just not willing to actually do an absolute vertical landing for some reason. Okay, this could be a problem. Well, not so much. But it wasn't really a vertical landing, though. Okay. Now, for the main event, the pièce de la résistance, as it were. Where is it? It's not Big Bird, is it? Oh shit! What the hell is this? Yeah. Okay. No, that's not that. Let's see. Come on. What the hell is this? I don't know what half these things are. Okay, that's different. This actually works after a fashion. That's not what I was looking for. But it does actually, strangely enough, work after a fashion. Let's go ahead and give that a launch right quick. This thing jettisons, right? Yeah. Okay. It drops off its landing gear, so it's not not really a plane that can land. It's more of a rocket carrier. And then these guys drop off, and this guy launches. This is still not what I was trying to show you, though. Load. Junk shuttle. Okay. This is a earlier prototype of the junk shuttle. Idea being is it takes 3 folks to the space station. This is actually an earlier incarnation of the junk shuttle. I got the other one at the VAB. But there was one small problem with this design, which is I call this the suicide seat, because it does not, when you try to abort, it does not detach from the rest of the aircraft, and so it just sort of goes plummeting down to the ground with the rest of the aircraft. But I do have a bunch of parachutes on there to try to slow its fall, in case that winds up being an issue. But I have the full version in the VAB. Let's see. Jump shuttle to... now the problem with this It's obviously not terribly symmetrical, and it requires a fairly delicate dance to get it into orbit as versus exploding into a million pieces. Let's see. Okay, that's the... Which is these? That's not those. Nope. Oh, that's... Okay, that's that. Okay, that's the nuclear engine. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a minute to reacquaint myself with how actually we make this go into space as versus blowing up into a million pieces. Okay, I looked through all the action groups, and I'm still not sure exactly how I got this thing to orbit to begin with, although I remember it was very iffy and very sort of a complicated ballet of various things. So let's just try to launch it and see what happens. Now I do have a whole bunch of ladders to allow folks to get up to these various places. We're not taking any passengers on this trip, though. This is just a test trip. And let's go ahead and throttle up. Let's say it's on. And 3, 2, 1, and go. And we're gonna roll a little bit. Get sort of pointed this way. Like that, yeah. Yeah, sort of like that. Okay. Everything is looking good so far. Oh, and one thing is, for whatever reason, the fuel lines to this fuel tank don't work. So I have to manually pump in the fuel while it's running. All the while being careful to watch for the signs that it's becoming unbalanced. Okay, let's tilt it over just a bit more. And get ready to stabilize. Which is going to happen very shortly. Alright, stabilize. Nope, it has become unstabilized. That's okay. Okay, we're very unstabilized. Okay. Well, yeah, you have to watch also. You have to watch when your fuel runs out, because one of those tanks will start running out of fuel before the other one. So here, there's that. Okay, lock. Okay, and okay, and this. Okay, that other engine tore off, so this is not gonna work. Okay, well that was a fun little experiment anyway. In flight. Yeah, that requires somewhat of a delicate balance. It is possible. I have gotten into orbit, into orbit before, but yeah, can be treacherous. Okay, let's load the Fun V3. This is also a space shuttle, but unfortunately, it probably won't get to the station. It'll get to orbit, I think, but probably won't get to the station. Let's see if there's anything else that we can do for fun before we call it quits for this episode. The Glidolium is just a earlier version of that flying wing that I had that I showed you earlier. Some shuttle? What is that? Okay, what the hell is that? Okay. Yeah. Let's give this a shot. Well, why not? It's different, for sure. Apparently all nuclear powered. Hopefully it will actually get off the ground. I don't know if that's for sure. It's been a while since I've tried this, so I don't remember what happened with it. Yep. Come on. Okay, well, if it does get off the ground, it's certainly not showing me much evidence of it now. And no, it doesn't get off the ground. It won't even get off the ground with the engines off. It's just heading right toward the ocean. Okay. I guess that was an experimental model. Yeah. Not quite sure what's going on there. I'm looking for some airplanes because I don't really want to. I don't really have time to go into orbit here. I just want to see if there's any kind of interesting airplanes I can throw around. Oh yeah, we did that one. Scorpion, I have no idea what that is. Oh, okay, that's that looks like that looks much like the flying wing thing. Not exactly though. All right, well we'll give it a shot. Riding pretty low to the ground there. Oh, this is a decent little airplane. Nothing to write home about. Okay, well I guess that's about it for right now. And until next time, hasta la vista. Adios. Okay, I had to include this. I decided to add a few more units to my passenger airplane. Now it has a total capacity of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 Kerbals. So it appears to be flying okay. We'll see how it looks when it comes in for landing. That's a magnificent creature. It's marvelous. Marvelous. A brilliant work of aviation engineering. I could probably add more units on there because it's a little bit tail heavy if anything. So I could probably put more units on there. Of course, when it runs out of gas, it'll be impossible to fly. Okay. Perpetually appears to be on the verge of tearing itself apart, but hasn't happened yet. Okay. The DCZ Tress coming in for a landing. I could probably stick a couple more units on there, or at least one more unit on there. We'd have a something approaching a true passenger ship then. Of course, like I say, you know, once these fuel tanks empty, it's gonna drop nose first like a rock. But I don't know why that's not emptying at all. Okay, whatever. Okay. This monstrosity of aeronautical engineering is coming in for a landing. Really kind of looks like a commercial jet too, doesn't it? That's sort of what I was aiming for. Okay. Need more jets. Need more jets. I don't want to hit that that curb there, because if I do, it's going to be curtains. It's going to be curtains in the worst way. Okay, and I have a very limited amount of runway here. Okay, brakes. Brakes, don't rip off the wings, please. Alright, well. Yeah, look at that monstrosity. That's awesome. I'm going to put more on there. But I guess we're done for right now. This time for real. Wow. And until next time, hasta la vista. Adios.